We got a fire here today, and we're gonna smoke some trout. I'm Ismael, and this is Front Range Fishing. That's the one we're gonna be cooking on. We don't want the fish to fall through. Time to cook. So I already got my fire lit. I cleaned the grades, the grills. I'm gonna use a little tighter grill here for the fish. That way they don't fall through. If it's gonna smoke and get real soft. So I got those cleaned up, ready to go. I have a fire here. When I close the lid, it will go down a little bit. So I'm not too worried about it being high, because the wood will keep burning while I have the lid closed. It's the smoke I'm gonna wanna use on the fish. The fish I'm not seasoning at all. I'm just gonna put them on there, cook them so they get a lot of smoke flavor, and then we're gonna make a couple dishes for you to show you what to do with that meat. Here we go, let's get the fish on. All right, we got our fish on the fire here. What I'm gonna do with this is I have some wood soaking in some water over here. The water is gonna allow the wood to smoke heavy. So we'll throw one of them on there, and we'll start with that. We'll go ahead and wait off on this one. We're gonna start with that, and now I'm gonna close it. I have an opening here so air can pass through. I'm not smoking them up here. This is a different way I'm gonna smoke things when I put them up here. What I did is I shut that one off. I opened this one up, and the fire, like I said, it will die down with the lid closed, and it will start to smoke heavy. And what it's gonna do is the smoke's gonna go with the heat over the fish and coat it nicely, and it won't be in the stale smoke. You want them to smoke, get the right amount of smoke before the smoke stills up. So we'll let that cook for a little bit. I'd say 15 minutes. We'll come back and check it. So what we're smoking this in is some walnut wood. You can't really find walnut wood anywhere. The trees do grow around here, and a friend of mine had it in their yard. They cut it down, and I kept it. So there are all kinds of different wood you can use. I have some peach, some apple. You can use hickory of different sorts. I like pecan, mesquite, but yeah, we're using walnut. All right, we're gonna check these. Right now it looks like I'm running right about 280 degrees right in this section where I usually put the fish, because I built my fire over here. I built this, so I made it that way. So that way I can see what the heat is the fish are sitting in. So let's see how they look right now. Oh yeah. You see how the fire died down? We got a nice color on these fish going there. Eyeballs are already turning white. It looks like they're real close. So I'm gonna give them one quick blast of smoke, and then we're gonna be pulling them off here real soon. Like I said, the eyes are already looking like they're good. Throw these right on that fire there. Oh yeah, you can hear that sizzle. Give them a quick blast of smoke. We'll do it for 4 or 5 minutes and then we'll come back to them. Oh, look at that smoke. That's a beautiful flavor right there. All right, I think it's, I believe it's time to take them off. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. All right, that's still a good fire right there. We just might have to throw something else on there. But we got our smoked trout. All right, we're inside now. We got the smoked trout. We pulled it from the bones and it's ready to go for us to make some quick appetizers before the main dish. This is a simple, easy way. I mean, you can look up, Google all kinds of different ways of doing things with smoked trout. But this is just one way, some things I had in the refrigerator. If you want to try it, we'll see how you like it. So we are going to start with the trout. What I want to do is break it up a little bit so that way it's not so big, because we are going to be putting it on the bread. We're going to toast that up, make like a little crostini style appetizers. All right, now we're gonna season it with a little bit of olive oil. A little bit of lemon juice. Some salt. A little cracked pepper. Let's get that mixed up. All right, we're gonna put that to the side. We're gonna get our bread pieces here. We're gonna give them a toasting. You can cut them any thickness you want. I'm just gonna give them a nice 1/4 inch cut. I got my pan hot over here, and we're gonna take this over there. We're gonna drizzle it with some oil, get them toasty, and then we'll build the rest of it. All right, I'm gonna add a little olive oil to the pan. Get these pieces in there, and we'll get them a nice little brown toasting. All right, now that we got our toast points done, let's put that one to the side, and then we're gonna start with the cream cheese. Cream cheese we brought down to room temperature. I'm gonna smash it up here a little bit, and I'm gonna put some honey. A little, oh yeah, let's just. Then we're gonna add some roasted pine nuts. I'm gonna mix that up. All right, we're gonna add some grapes to this. I'm gonna cut them into quarters, little strips. Now, we'll get this part ready. We're gonna spread some of the cream cheese. Then we will add a nice portion of smoked trout that we seasoned over here. Now we're gonna add a couple more pine nuts, just a little bit on the top to kind of garnish. And then we'll do some of the grape pieces. Okay, we'll put that one right there. And for the second one, we're gonna get some of these peppers out of the jar now. Throw a little carrot in there too. Now I want to cut this up. We'll add a little bit of smoked trout and we'll mix it in with that there. So with this one, we will add some of the cream cheese without any flavorings or additives, just a straight cream cheese. And then I'll add some right on top of there. Now I'm gonna finish off with some capers. Actually, I think we will add a little drizzle of olive oil. All right, there you go. There's two easy ways to use the smoked trout as appetizers. Here's Ben. He's gonna make us some smoked trout tacos. Have fun cooking.
So we've got our smoked trout here. It's all ready to go. We're gonna make up some tacos. So I've got some street taco size flour tortillas here. We're gonna make a chipotle raspberry salsa. So we've got the raspberries and chipotles. I've got 3/4 cup of vinegar, half teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of sugar here. We're gonna do a quick pickle in this mason jar with some cabbage, some carrots, and I've got serrano and a poblano chili here to have 2 different heat levels. I think we're gonna go with the serrano, but you could definitely also do this with a poblano or an Anaheim or something with a little bit less heat. Could also go jalapeno if you wanted to. So I think that is everything that we're gonna need. I've got some water going in the kettle to top off these this little mixture once we get it in the jar and ready to go. So let's get started. So for the chilies, we're just gonna cut them into some strips. For the carrots, just gonna cut, and I think I will use the grater. And for the cabbage, we'll do the same. We'll leave some chunks of that in there too. They will pickle nicely. All right, so we've got our vinegar, our salt. Oh, spilled the salt. Drop in our veggie mixture. Top it off with our boiling water. And that will pickle itself while we make the rest. For the salsa, we're gonna do a, 6 ounces of raspberries. We're gonna add a little bit more of our hot water. We're gonna add some sugar, just kind of a little bit, and a splash of some red wine vinegar. And then I'm gonna cook that down with about 3 of these chipotles, which is a smoked jalapeno canned in this adobo sauce. Fantastic smoky flavor. What do I got? 2, we'll go with 3. Not 4. Yeah, all right, good enough. I'll put that in a different container, it'll refrigerate and we can use it in some other stuff. I'm just gonna put this on medium and get that simmering for a little bit, and then we will get our tortillas ready. So we got a nice rolling boil on this thing. I'm going to mash it up with a potato smasher kind of thing here, and just turn it into some chunkiness. And you could also blend this if you want something super smooth, but we kind of wanted something a little chunkier here, so. Got a lot of heat, not quite enough sugar. And I added that. maybe just a pinch of salt. That's it. I'm gonna set this aside to chill, and we'll be eating tacos here in just a few minutes. Final step in preparation is to warm your tortillas. Cast iron always works best, but whatever your preferred method. That's too many. We'll just do one at a time. I'm doing this dry on a well-seasoned cast iron. You keep your warm tortillas wrapped in a dish towel, and they'll stay ready to go for a couple of minutes while you do the rest of them. Time to build our taco. So, take a tortilla. We take a bit of our smoked trout. Do it with your fingers. It gives you one last chance to check for bones in there. But these are pretty clean. We get to crack open this. And finish it with a bit of salsa. And there you go, smoked trout tacos. These are gonna be fiery hot, but we're gonna enjoy. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time in Front Range Fishing.